better. That her wigs look a lot better too.
Her what looks a lot better?
Her wigs.
She's wearing. Oh, she wears wigs.
Well, wigs or extensions or weaves or
Oh
she has,
yeah.
but in her before picture, I was like, I don't know what it is about her hair, but she can never get her hair right. But in the after pictures, like, oh, you looking good.
Maybe she just had a makeover because she lost the weight. That's good. Good for her. And that's like what's her name, Melissa McCarthy, losing her weight and everything. Because I think she's always been pretty, even though she was fat. I think she's still pretty before. But
Exactly.
I think I honestly did. I love her either way. But that's great. Good for Shonda Rhimes. Good for her. By the way, have you watched any of? Do you watch any of the Shonda Rhimes shows? I am addicted to How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal. Those are my favorite shows.
Yes.
Yes. Do you watch both of them?
Of course I do.
Do you watch either of them, Christian? No.
I've seen How to Get Away with Murder, and I know who she is, but I don't keep up with that.
You mean Shonda Rhimes? Yeah, okay.
Shonda Rhimes, yeah, but I don't keep up with the shows just because I don't know. I just scripted shows I can't really get.
Oh
into
God, you were so your generation. Oh my God.
I'm totally
more into reality shows.
Yeah, I'm more like, like Team Kardashian. No, I'm more into like reality shows. Just things that kind of rot my brain, like Love and Hip Hop, like things I don't really have to pay attention to.
Well, no, I know. Well, I mean, I like a lot of reality shows.
So do I.
Those are two good shows. I love watching Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and Black Ink.
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is so good right now. Oh my God, it's so good.
And I like watching my Black Ink Crew and.
Oh, is that good? I haven't seen it. I saw the commercial for it.
It's really good.
See, y'all are speaking a different language. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about right now.
Donna, you would love Love and Hip Hop Hollywood because it is so ratchet and over the top. You would eat it.
Oh, so you're calling me ratchet and over the top? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying you would thoroughly get entertainment out of it.
No, that's cool.
Like I do.
No, that's cool. I mean, I probably would. It's just I actually watch a lot of reality TV. I mean, I watch all the Housewives shows, but I don't watch any of the ones you mentioned. I watch Survivor, and I watch The Amazing Race, and I watch Big Brother.
Real reality TV.
Yeah,
Love and Hip Hop is like the fakest reality show.
It's scripted reality,
but it's so entertaining.
Yeah,
the stories they come up with, I'm just.
What channel does it come on?
Check it out. VH1. If you're in the mood for like a little ratchet trash TV,
VH1.
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood will suffice that for you.
Okay.
Oh, and then Mob Wives is coming back soon too.
Okay, I've seen that once. Is that the one with the Angie chick who talks like a man?
Yeah,
okay.
Big
Edge, yeah. I saw her. She's definitely a character. I've seen her.
I love me some Mob Wives.
And I actually, there was a show the other day that came on. It wasn't RuPaul Drag Race, but it was something else. It was like Behind the Scenes or something. I don't know what it was called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was like a drag. It was like part of the drag show, the RuPaul Drag
Untucked?
Race. Oh yeah, that was it. Untucked.
Yeah,
that was good.
They're playing
too.
like old reruns right now.
Well, I've never seen it, so I thought it was fun. But anyway,
yeah, Untucked is cute, especially if you're watching this show, the season live as it's airing. It's really cool. It's fun to watch.
Donovan, I think another show that you would like. I don't know if you watch this now. It's called Hollywood Divas.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen it advertising. Is it good?
I think you would like that though.
God, see, I watch so much TV already. It's like, fuck. I don't want to get into something else.
The season just ended but recorded. It's really good. It has Countess Vaughn, Golden Brooks, Paula J. Parker.
Is that the one that has the reunion on now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw those bitches bitching on the couch. I was like, oh my God. I mean, they were like going at it. I was like, oh my God. So they were worse than the Housewives, honestly. I was like, wow. So anyway, no, I haven't seen it, but I'll check them out and see what I think. I'll let you know. Now, did you hear about the interview that Danny Pintaro did with Oprah Winfrey? Do you know who Danny Pintaro is, by the way?
That name sounds familiar.
Danny Pintaro was the little boy on Who's the Boss?
Oh, yeah. I saw that this weekend.
Yeah, and it's pretty sad. I don't know if you watched it or not, but it's pretty... I did. It's pretty sad, and he was addicted to meth and everything and had a lot of random sex and everything as a result. But that's also... It's been like a major problem in the gay community for a long time with gay men and meth, I think. It's been like a big deal for a lot of gay men. Not for me, but for a lot. And I think that he just kind of represents what's been going on in our community to some degree.
I've never had that issue.
No, I haven't either. I'm just saying that I've known a lot. I'm just saying.
I've had a few friends that have lost over that. And other prescription pills and things like that. Especially back home in Oklahoma, it's pretty bad.
Yes, and it's what I'm saying. It's like an epidemic, and I'm glad that he's bringing it to the forefront and actually speaking up about it because it helps people to actually see the other people are suffering. So that's good for him. Good for Danny Pintaro, poor little boy. Anyway, Matt Damon. Let's talk about this whole thing. The whole thing he was talking in his interview about gays coming out and not coming out and in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Well, first let's talk about what happened.
I just got bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
What happened?
He basically all he said was in an interview was he would advise people in Hollywood not to come out if they're gay because your career will be over, essentially is what he said. And he said if it's not over, it'll be harmed for the most part. And so everybody took that and said, oh my God, that's homophobic. No. Now, I agree with him. That's the truth. It's not necessarily the truth that it'll be over, but it won't be as lustrous as it could have been possibly if you're in the closet. And so I find it to be honest and truthful, and I didn't see anything homophobic about it at all. However, all these organizations are like, oh my God, how horrible for him to say this. What do y'all think?
I think we've actually talked about this before, actors in Hollywood, about coming out. I personally think that I would advise you not to, just because a lot of times gay actors get put as that. There are a few that are lucky enough, like Matt Bomer, for example, that don't necessarily get called that gay actor.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Like Neil Patrick Harris is one that, and then you got to think, if he gets booked for a movie like Fight Club, for example.
But you're not gonna book him for Fight Club even if he was straight. Because he's not that kind of an actor.
Like beef up for it, you don't think?
Well, of course he could, but you know what I mean.
So I'm saying like a male-driven movie is what I'm saying, right? And they have him as the main character. No movie execs are going to do that because then their audience is going to automatically assume it's a gay type of movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just the politics of show.
And that's not fair, but it's the reality.
It's absolutely not fair, but it's the reality. And is it right? Absolutely not. But is it realistic?
Right, exactly. And that's what I think. What do you think, Jason?
This particular comment, as far as what he said about, gay people need to stay in the closet, it didn't offend me. I wasn't offended by it, and I do agree with him because if you come out just right off the bat,
yes,
there's going to be more. I feel like personally, there are going to be more disadvantages than advantages to it. So that particular comment didn't offend me, but he did offend me when he said about when he was on the show Project Greenlight. I don't know if you watched this, but he was on a show called Project Greenlight, and there was a black producer or a black writer, and he made a comment about the only person of color that he was going to cast this movie was a black prostitute.
Yes.
And the writer or producer, I think her name is Effie Brown, and she was just like, well, we could, there should be more roles than just,
a black prostitute,
a black woman, a black prostitute who falls in love with the white guy and has a white pimp and all this other stuff.
Right.
He just made some off the wall comment that was just like, this is how I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he's like, this is how Hollywood is. And that type of thing, or some shit like that. But
he was talking to someone else. It was someone else's film, and he was coaching them or mentoring them or whatever. Is that right? Yeah. And so I think that's not very. I think it's kind of a pessimistic viewpoint for him to say that. But I also think he was coming from a place of what he's seen in Hollywood, and I think he's right. I think it's not right, just like we said about the gay thing. It's not right that they always cast a black woman as a prostitute or a maid or and yet he's telling this producer, or whoever, this writer or whatever, that that's how it is. I don't think that the writer should listen to him, though. I think that he or she should have done what they wanted to and put a black person in a lead role or something. But
well, she did, because it's on video, and her facial expression was worth a million words.
I bet it was.
When he said that, she was just like, like, oh my God, like, wow, okay. But yeah, it's. He is right. Because it seems like in a lot of movies, not a lot of movies, but there are certain movies where when they cast people of color, it's mainly
they always die first.
They always die first, or they're playing some, whore on TV,
right?
Or they're a drug dealer, or
and if it's a historical movie and that's pertinent, that's one thing. But if,
that's one thing. But if you just
I agree. Well, I think I don't know. Matt Damon has never come across to me as a racist or as a homophobe. I think actually he's always been seen to me. I've always seen him to be pretty open-minded. So I don't know if he is or not, but I think that he's just, in my opinion, from what I can gather, is he's just talking from his perspective from what he's experienced in Hollywood. I don't think he necessarily, maybe he does, means that this is the way it should be. I think he's talking about the way it is, and I think there's a difference there.
Right. I'm sure he's seen some amazing gay actors, and he's simply stating that they could have had more illustrious careers if...
That's what he said. Exactly. Yeah. And that's true. So whatever. I mean, anyway, but yeah, whatever. Okay, moving on. Kim Zolciak. Yeah. First, let's talk about her stroke. Did you hear about her stroke? Kim Zolciak from
I heard a little bit
Atlanta
about it,
Housewives.
I didn't hear a lot of details, and I heard she got heart surgery.
Really? Oh my goodness! Oh, I didn't hear. I haven't heard. Last thing I heard was she was in the hospital for like a day and she got out, but I don't know what else happened.
Yeah, I read that today.
Oh wow! So they say what caused the stroke or anything?
Probably all those damn cigarettes.
Oh, I forgot she smokes.
They put her on Dancing.
She's a serious smoker.
Yeah, she is.
Throw her on Dancing with the Stars, and I'm sure
she's like, I am so wrong.
I love her though. I wish her all the best.
Oh yeah.
I love her to death.
I wouldn't say
Wendy Williams, chimed in.
Oh,
let's hear about that. Let's hear about that.
She said that it was fake or something like that.
Wendy's a dumbass. Fuck her. She's not faking it. Do you think she's faking it? Seriously?
I don't think she.
Unless she wanted to get off the show.
But she didn't have a stroke on the show. She had a stroke after the show.
Yeah.
So
that was like all the drama when Lisa Vanderpump threw her. Like,
that was fake. I'm sorry, that was fake.
Yeah. So I don't think it was fake, but again, this is Wendy Williams we're talking about.
Wendy's I literally since that one show, I can't remember what happened, what she said, but I told you a few months back, I stopped watching her show. I haven't watched her since. And I don't hate her or anything. No. She just annoys me now. I'm sorry. She just annoys me now. She just annoys me. I know you like her and all that, but sorry. She just annoys the fuck out of me now.
Well, no, she's okay. I don't have... We know... Okay.
Sometimes she just goes over the line for me.
Wendy Williams is known for being messy, though.
Well, she is messy.
But,
I don't know. Whatever, floats your boat. But anyway, I don't like her anymore.
It's just one of those things. But I don't know. But like I said, with this mini stroke, with her having this mini stroke, I can't say that I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, because she smokes, she drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So now she has those, tribe of children. So it's like, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it too, and.
It's just unusual for someone that young to have a stroke. But actually, just a little side note, a friend of mine's boss, she was awake. This is like 2 or 3 months ago, about 2 months ago, actually, maybe 6 weeks ago. I don't know. Anyway, she lives in Chicago, and it was in the morning. She and her husband woke up, and her husband was taking a shower, and she heard something fall in the shower, and she went to the shower. Her husband just died there in the shower, just literally dropped dead, and he was like 40 years old. And he ran all the time. He was a good shape or whatever. And they did an autopsy, and they said it's not a brain thing, it's not a heart thing, and it's not a neurological thing. So they're waiting on the autopsy for 2 more weeks to find out what killed him. But he literally just dropped dead. And so you never know. You could just drop dead tomorrow or get hit by a truck or something. Doesn't matter how old you are. So it's just shocking to me that she actually had a stroke so young. But anyway, I think that's just so sad. So sad.
That is sad. So you only live once. Make sure you go to Taco Bell.
Yes, and make sure you don't have Skittles and a what the fuck's it called? Parka. What the fuck they're called? What are they called? A hoodie on. Thank you. Skittles and a hoodie on, walking through George Zimmerman's neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Yes.
This man is the most despicable human being in existence, and I cannot believe he still is out there and has not gotten his comeuppance yet. What do you want to say about George Zimmerman tweeting this photo of Trayvon Martin dead?
Burn in hell.
Burn in hell. Thank you. I agree. What kind of person does this? I have nothing to say. Just talk about it. Talk.
I mean, I don't like him. I mean, I feel like he's just still trying to stay in the media, get his 15 minutes of fame. Ever since this trial has ended, nothing good has ever come his way. And whatever happened, I don't wish bad on anyone,
Mm-hmm.
but if something happens to them, I'm just gonna be like, eh,
I wish bad on